Hello guys, right, this is a sort of GJ pound yen update. I'm looking at this short for lots and lots of reasons, and I must make this clear, this disclaimer thing. I need to get it into my charts. I'll have to look into doing that soon, but I'll do it verbally. Under no circumstances trade anything that I might suggest on here. I'm not a signal provider. I'm not qualified to do so. As such, this is just for training, teaching, helping, whatever. Nothing I do on here is a suggestion for you to trade. I hope that's clear, and I hope you understand why I have to say that. But here on the monthly chart, you can see these candlestick trends in place. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high, and then you carry on singing the low, high, low, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, until you break the previous two candle trend. It doesn't have to be two candles. Remember, you can have an inside bar there, which wouldn't be counted as support or resistance. Much like that is there, to be honest with you. I don't think the low's there. Let's just say, for this example, that low isn't lower than that one, so you would just go high, low, lower, high, and then lower, low, close below the previous uptrend. Would suggest the pullback and then the entry, and then you just drop to the lower time frames and watch that pullback, and so on and so forth. So the monthly can be traded just as simply as the hourly, 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, whatever. Here's an uptrend, as I said, so there's the break. Then you study this potential pullback here and trade the exact same way as I've specified in the previous GJ video, actually, which I consider to be close to a perfect trade. And once again, we've got the last two candles represent the uptrend: low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close. So you just keep singing the song until it closes below. Then you wait for a pullback, and obviously on the monthly this is going to be potentially pulling back for weeks, and then you enter. And as you can see, massive amount of pippage there, somewhere in the region of 900 pips. Scary. So that's it. And then obviously you use your indicators on the lower time frames and so on and so forth. It takes practice, guys, but as you can see, this volatility in the markets is actually working in our favor. Very hard to trade this sideways motion here, using the monthly chart, of course, but this is just crazy, this volatility. So look at the weekly chart. What are we looking at? High, low, lower, high, lower, low, and break. Sorry, I was distracted then for a moment. High, low, lower, high, lower, low has broken the low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Pullback, continuation. Nice big move on that weekly chart as well. Excuse me. Daily. Now we're looking at my analysis for potentially continuing this down on the daily chart. We've drawn all the levels. Let's have a look at the monthly. Did I draw the levels? Well, let's put a monthly on there, just in case I didn't do it earlier, because this morning's was very, very short-term analysis for a little trade. Monthly on there. Then we can, if this was proper long-term analysis, then I'd want to put a monthly on that low there, because if it breaks up, then we want, and we get a proper signal to go long, then we want to have all of the levels that potentially will cause us a problem in the up move. So similar on the weekly. This isn't a trade normal analysis of a trade taken. This is analysis of what I'm considering might happen, hence the very firm disclaimer at the start. So why didn't it go to the weekly? So weekly, that was the trigger for the downtrend. You can clearly see it's broken a massive support here, even to the point of the next important level on the left hand side. It closed through that as well. So that was an absolute no-brainer to consider going short, at least to this next level here. And we will no doubt see on a lower time frame that this was used as a bounce and test area. So daily, this was the confirmation of the reversal here. Low, high, high, low, high, 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 low. There's that inside bar situation that I talked about. So you just go high, low, lower high, lower low, close, pull back, continuation. That's it, guys. That's what we're looking at. Here's one here: low, high, higher, low, higher, high, high, low, lower, high, lower, low, close, pull back, continuation. And just use the same process to study the pullback, the continue, and then the breakdown on the lower time frame, and Bob's your uncle. And drawing the supports and stuff on this left hand side as well. So we can draw the support on that because that's obviously a very significant level in my opinion, according to the method we use. Because what do we know about support broken on the left hand side? It should come back and test it as resistance. Well, you can see it did, and we would have wanted a high on resistance level on the high of that previous candle, and should it have broken that candle and closed through it, then this is the high, the low, the lower high, the lower low of that downtrend that needs to be broken to the upside. So the break and close of the high of that one, providing that green wasn't lower low, we'd have to look at that carefully, lower than that, otherwise this becomes defunct, and that is the reversal candle: high, low, lower high, lower low, without looking at the level clearly. Well, we might as well see it. The low of that one is 131222, and the low of that one is 131326. So it's higher, isn't it? 322, I think, or 222 is that? Yeah. So this is the reversal level. So that's how that works. That one is now not counted as the significant candle. This one is high, low, lower high, lower low. If it had reversed up with a new candle that didn't break the low of this one, then we'd go low, high, higher low, higher high, and close above that one, wait for the pullback, continuation to the north side. Watch that a couple of times if it didn't sink in. Hopefully that's clear. So now H4. Oh, did we need to draw a level on that daily? Yeah, previous daily we need to draw a level on it, the low. That's going to cause the problem. Oops, what's happened there? That one there, we haven't got a support level on it, so we're attacking that yesterday's low now. We might as well put one on the high as well. Something's holding my computer and mouse up again. Oops, don't know what that is. Oh, dragged a script on there, got to be careful with that. It's some sort of delay. Drop green, no yellow, resistance, the high. There's the high of yesterday's candle, and now H4. Now this is the whole point of this video, because I don't think I mentioned this in the previous video, but H4 has conf down, low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close. So you know, we can't consider long trades are valid until that is closed above. That's the importance, and I might have not stressed that enough. So we must close above that if we are to consider any long-term longs. We can scalp knowing that scalp long, knowing that we are trading against a massive, in my opinion, only because it's my method. In my opinion, we've closed. You know, we've had an indication that we must continue to look for shorts until the H4 is reversed. So we can see they tested that, and what do we know when we get a what I call a confirmation? We know we get a test, and there is the test. It's tested the high. If it closed above it, then we'd have to wait for another H4 close down before we can consider shorting based on the H4 chart. And that's how it works, guys. So it held as resistance up here. The pullback continued, and it still held. Didn't get tested on the second candle there, and then it started to fall. So at this point we can use the H1, and a breakdown would be the green light to go short, and the H1 did break down on this lower high here, the last H1 candle. So that is the trigger to go short after a pullback, which is exactly the point I am now, and that's why I'm not rushing this video. I'm not worried. I am waiting to take some shorts. The daily the 8 EMA on the hourly chart, on this chart actually, which is rare. The hourly 8 EMA is red and above us, and as you can see the price is messing about, and this is what they call accumulation, distribution, whatever you want to call it. Here's swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. It's broken the low. They can, because it's the volatile time of the market, and I should have mentioned that, because it's now 7:31 in the UK. The Frankfurt market has opened, and the UK market is in the process of opening. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the right trigger to go. We've had the H1 confirmation, break and close, which was there. We are in the pullback phase now. So we can put this vertical line up after that H1 candle on this new candle, and then I use the lower time frames to watch the indicators, the pullbacks, and so on and so forth. We've had a pullback, and it's important now to check that you don't have a break upwards. That's the lowest low. So this is the candle high that would signify on this 15-minute chart now. This is this is what I mean by testing the levels. And also notice now we've got the hourly 8 MA above us. I want to be, if I'm going short, I want to be closest to that level as I can, and then get a valid signal without going out of alignment, if you like, with our 3 candle reversal trend, candle trend method. Hopefully you've got that now. I haven't got a proper name for it, but if this broke and closed high, then we would have to wait for a 15-minute close, break and close low to cancel out that one, and then you know, and these will go the way as well, and then but it's the break and close that is the most important part of this, and then we'll have to wait for another little pullback after a 15-minute down to consider entering. If this just breaks this 2 candle trend here, low high high low high high, with a high, low, lower high, lower low, and close below that level, then you would drop to the next time frame, watch the pullback, and continue this process. Okay, that's all. That is what I do day in, day out when I'm considering trading. That is all I do. I don't try and pick tops. I don't try and trade off of levels. I will occasionally trade 2 levels for the reasons I've explained, but I wouldn't consider trading to that level. It's just too volatile a time, you know, and there's no reason really they must test that level. There's a very good reason why they would test this level, because I'm waiting for this low of this candle here. I'm waiting for that to happen, and then a pullback, and then a continuation. On the higher time frames, you can trade the test of the correct direction, if you like. In this instance, we know it's in a massive downtrend. I mean, you build up your own rules, really. You know, I'm giving you a framework here. You can trade it how you like, and you will see when they fail. You will learn why they fail, and you will see when they win. You will learn which are the highest probability trades to take. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope this is hope this is good for you. Don't forget, if you need to ask any questions, by all means do so, about trading, of course.